All right, hello, YouTube. What's up? Oh, other side. It's like reflected mirror viewing, so I'm like trying to make sure I'm looking at the right side. But how are you guys? Can you hear me? Yes. All right. Hey, what's going on? I haven't been here in a while, and I'm excited to be back. Things were a little hectic, crazy with life, work, all the above, but I'm here now. I'm back and I'm going to start on my live. So before we get into the topic, look at my nails. Aren't they so cute? For those of you out there who are nail people, so these are hybrid nails. So it's like part gel. This part is like gel and acrylic, and then this part's like acrylic. So they're super cute. They're super strong, and I still get the jelly look. So I'm so excited. I love my nails. I'm obsessed with them. My nails are so cool, if I must say so myself. But again, like I said, I'm doing well. Just wanted to check in. I know it's been a little minute, but I'm here. I am sad. Welcome to September. I'm sad that the summer is coming to an end. Disappointed again that another summer went by and I didn't do all the things I said I was going to do. But one thing that I'm learning from that lesson is I need to stop the whole, once it's summer, I'm going to do all the things. And I just got to live my life and that's it. So, and I mean, granted, as much as I don't like to be outside as much, I could still be out and about until the snow starts. So I'm going to enjoy that. But while we are here having a quick chat about things, I wanted to talk about the best beauty brands in 2020. Wanted to start this conversation now. It's actually funny. I feel like there are so many beauty brands that this is so hard to do. I feel like before, when I first got into makeup, it was like, all right, the best beauty brands, let's try and figure this out. Let's see what MAC did. Let's see what NARS did. And it would just be a couple of brands. And then you just kind of look through their things and that's it. Boy, are those days gone. There are so many beauty brands now. And it is very, very hard to kind of go through, judge all the brands. Some brands have more of this, some brands have more of that. So how can you really compare? It's kind of like apples to oranges to bananas to peaches to grapes. But I managed to do it. And what I really want to know is your list. So after you listen to my list, or maybe not even after you listen to my list, jump down in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Let me know which brands you think are the best, which brands I put on my list that shouldn't be on the list, and vice versa, all the things. All right. So in the comment section, let me know what you think. So let's get started. I have 2 honorable mentions. It's funny. I was trying to make a list of 10 really, really hard because, 10, 5, 10, that's like a perfect number to have it either odd or like round up to 10, 9 or 10. But I was stuck at 12, so I wanted to include these 2. So the first one that I'm saying as number 12 it's an honorable mention, Glossier. I love Glossier's makeup. Their new, the liquid, it's not contour, what do you call it? Liquid bronzer they came out with is amazing. I love their liquid highlighter. Their lip gloss is great. It looks beautiful and it doesn't give you the little stringy thing when you talk. Their Sky Wash eyeshadows, not my preference, but if you do makeup with your fingers, I can imagine that it's amazing. Their concealer, even though it wasn't my shade, there's like 2 weeks out of the year where I am that color and it works perfectly and I wear it then. And they have a really good virgining kind of makeup line. Now, I do think that the idea of like makeup, but simple, like that is going to get, not that it's going to get old, but it's going to stop you from how many products you can make, right? Because if your whole idea is that we're simple, easy, and we only have a few products, and you can never extend your product line because it's like, well, it can't be simple if you have 15 different things. And I really think that they should stray away from that it's easy, simple kind of idea and make it more that it's natural and it's what you want. Because for some people, highlighter is natural and they just want a little highlighter and that's it. And for other people, contour is natural and they just want a little contour and that's it. And for some people, it's easy just to do mascara on the lips. Some people, it's easy to do a full face. They just want makeup that's less cakey and less glam and more everyday. So I think they need more products and then they could build it out. The second is the number 11 in terms of honorable mentions is going to be, I'm sorry, y'all, but this hair over my shoulder is bothering me. So for those who are interested, this is a Yummy La Wavy. But okay, go back there. There we go. So Merit Beauty is number 11. I gave Merit Beauty number 11 because their cream formulations are phenomenal. The lip oil, I love it. It's an amazing product. And a lot of the vegan makeup brands are really vegan, vegetarian makeup brands. They'll have one really, really good thing and then everything else is bad. And Merit Beauty has really focused on having multiple products that are fitting the vegan lifestyle, but they also work really great. There's no stinging, there's no burning, there's no side effects, there's no it melts in the car, there's no it's sliding off my face, it's transferring to my mask. Like, it is staying in place. Even the cream foundation, I was expecting that to like transfer everywhere. I literally put it on my face, set it with a little setting spray. Granted, it wasn't a vegan setting spray, but still, my makeup, I sprayed some all-nighter and it did not transfer my mask. It didn't go anywhere and I was sweating bullets because this was happening in the summertime. Yeah, I love it. I love it. So I think that Merit Beauty is on to the right kind of steps. I think that they just have to be around a little bit longer, have people experience them more, and then they're definitely going to be one of those top-notch makeup brands that everybody's looking for in the future. So number 11 was Merit Beauty. Now let's get into the top 10. Number 10, fake drum roll, goes to MAC. I know people are going to be like, oh, this girl in MAC. Yes, this girl in MAC. I feel like people want to say MAC fell off, but it's kind of not true. I was sitting here thinking, making my list, and I was thinking about all the products that caused a buzz, or people were like, "Ooh, look at this," and we're talking about it, right? So, it's not Kat Von D anymore. KVD Good Apple Foundation. That's just MAC Studio Tech Cream Foundation. That's all that is. Every different kind of sorry, it's raining outside and that just caught me off guard. Every different type of makeup product that's innovation, that's a new trend, that everybody loves it, there's already a version of it at MAC. And that really just goes to show you that MAC is the blueprint. There's so many things that they laid the foundation for that people are copying, people are doing over in a new way for their brand. And that's kind of where MAC falls off, is that they're not doing those new versions. So for instance, a lot of their packaging is very, very old school. It's very big. It's very clunky. It's not sleek. It's not streamlined. And they have done nothing to change that. And when I look at the Good Apple, I'm like, if you take the pan out the Studio Tech Cream Foundation and you put it next to the pan for the Good Apple KVD Foundation, I bet you it's the same pan. I bet you it's the same pan. I bet you it's very similar. It's just that outside packaging, they have the clear front. They have the little silver intricacies, lace design going around it. And it's really what draws you in is that packaging. And MAC just hasn't stepped their game up. I know that originally it was like makeup artists, utilitarian, but the industry of makeup artists and consumer makeup has now so much so come together, mixed up, and we all use all the things. So I think that they really need to go back, revamp, and do a whole rebrand on their products and make it smaller. I mean, granted, the average makeup artist, they're probably going to deep pan those anyway and make a palette. But let's say, God forbid, they weren't and they just wanted to carry, let's say they have a client that's like, they're just bringing makeup for just her. They know her colors and her shades. They're not going to want to bring those big clunky things around anyway. So fix that, MAC. But I am proud that they're in Ulta and that they seem to be trying to do more things for everyday people. They have a lot more kind of service content on their YouTube, so people can kind of help themselves to how they can improve their makeup and learning different tips and tricks. And they have really simple like eyeshadow looks and stuff like that. So I really, really love that. So MAC, you're number 10. You made the list. But I am going to give you a little warning. Y'all better do something for 2022 or else I'm not going to include you. Another reason why MAC's on my list, I do have a note here that they're always in stock with the things. Not so much Ulta and not so much the makeup counters, but the MAC stores always have all the shades, everything you need. Somebody might have to go in the drawer and dig for it. They might have to go in the back. But there's a lot of times where I go to like Sephora and Ulta and other places and they're just like, oh, we don't have it. Sorry. But MAC is like, no, we're going to find this NC50 Studio Finish Concealer. We're going to find it and then you're going to get it. And they always do. So I love that about MAC. Always stocked and ready. All right. So we did the honorable mentions and MAC. Number 9, ColourPop. ColourPop, their eyeshadows are not the best. However, everything else they have is pretty good and it's a really great price point. I love their lip stuff, the lip glosses, the lipsticks, the little lippy white sticks, the old school ones. They have a lot of really good lip products and everything else the eyeshadows is the only thing where I'm just like, okay, no, I don't want to keep it. But everything else is good for the price. So like the brow pencil is good for the price. Even that little face gloss stuff I got and I had no idea what to do with it. I'm so glad that I bought ColourPop and not Becca or whoever the brand is. You know what I'm saying? So they have really, really good products for the price. They are starting to get more and more in Ulta, so that's cool. But they're just a really good low price makeup. And especially if you know somebody who's like a teenager or a preteen and they're kind of getting into makeup, I would definitely get them like ColourPop stuff, and you wouldn't feel like, oh, they're about to break it, oh, they're gonna mess it up, oh, it's gonna be all over the place, because it's not that much money, so it's not as devastating, and it's easy to kind of show the story of it because each palette kind of has like not instructions, but if you follow them on like Instagram and stuff like that, you'll see when it's like, oh, the tourist palette, and they show you how they put the 4 colors and they keep it really simple so that way anybody can grasp it. So I love that about ColourPop. So ColourPop, number 9. Number 8, Sephora Collection. Sephora Collection has so many great products. That's to this day is one of my favorite drugstore brow pencils. I love doing my waterline with one of they have like this creamy glittery shade eye pencil. So many good lip glosses, lipsticks, blushes. Sephora Collection has a lot of solid products, and they even have solid skincare too, so that's a whole nother category, right? But we're talking about beauty today. But Sephora Collection, there's so many times where I'll be there for something else from a brand and then they'll sell out and then I'll get the Sephora Collection and I'm like, save $20, I should just start buying a Sephora Collection. So I love Sephora Collection. I think they have great stuff. So they are at number 8. Number 7, Anastasia Beverly Hills. Anastasia Beverly Hills is number 7 because although the brow products are the best in the market and nobody can second guess them or take their spot, the other makeup that they have is not the best. So then that brings them down to 7. Brow products amazing, lip products amazing. People have great things to say about the foundations and some of the eyeshadow palettes. I think that there's some limited shade ranges and some newer things that have come out, i.e. her new concealers. But hopefully they're going to do an extended collection and they just like were playing with us. But yeah, Anastasia Beverly Hills, her brow products are so amazing that it kind of elevates her to even being on the list. Honestly, if it wasn't for the brow products, I probably wouldn't have even listed them. But it's just that I watch so many makeup videos and I watch a lot of people, especially people who don't have eyebrow hair or have thinner eyebrow hairs. Like if you have luscious, gorgeous eyebrows and you're just going to put a little bit on the end, that's different. But for so many people who, because of health reasons, because of accidents, because of surgeries, because of whatever, don't have traditionally shaped full eyebrows that are like the trend right now, they can achieve amazing looks with Anastasia products. And I just have not seen that repeated with any other brand. And even if they do, like let's say they might use a drugstore pencil or a Fenty pencil or somebody else's they'll use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. If they use a Benefit powder, they're going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills. Lord, Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter or something. Like they always incorporate something that she has in their look. So I feel like because of that, I feel like her brow products are the best, and I'm gonna leave her at 7. That Jackie Aina eyeshadow palette was amazing. I hope she does some more palettes with other people, collaborations. That seems to have been her sweet spot. Norvina was having all this drama, and that kind of took them off the rails. But hopefully, 2022 they bring it back and continue to bring us greatness. Number 6 is Revlon. Revlon, I love their. I feel like if you had to pick one drugstore brand that was easily accessible around the United States that was closest to a high-end dupe, it would be Revlon. Revlon has every like high-end kind of category. Revlon's going to have it. So if you want highlighter, contour, all the things, and they have the same name. Like there's a lot of brands where there's no contour powder and you just have to get the face powder in a deeper shade. Or they have bronzer, but then there's nothing for people who are deep and dark skin tones. So Revlon has the products with the same name and the similar style, just like the high-end brands, but then they have it at a drugstore accessibility point and price point. And that's why I love Revlon. Unfortunately, Revlon foundations break me out, but I think they're cute to look at. And I think Revlon is like one of the best drugstore brands, but not the best, because they are rated at number 6. And number 5, I put L'Oreal. I love so many things from L'Oreal, but specifically, if I could only have 2 things from L'Oreal for the rest of my life, it would be the brow pencils and the mascaras. They make the best mascara, hands down. Like, if you are ever feeling like, okay, I want to, first of all, mascara, you got to throw away every 8 weeks. So let me say that now. So if you feel like you don't want to spend $30, $40 for high-end mascara every 8 weeks, then you need to get L'Oreal, specifically voluminous lashes, Millions voluminous lashes. Any L'Oreal mascara is going to be phenomenal. Just get the one that addresses the kind of style you want. So if you get the volume one, you're going to have so much volume. If you get the lengthening one, you're going to have so much lengthening. So they make the best drugstore makeup. Love their brow pencil. Love their... What else do I love from L'Oreal? I like their foundations. I'm able to use their foundation. Love the lipsticks. Love the lip gloss. L'Oreal is the best. That is my favorite drugstore makeup company. And even though other companies are not listed in the video, I do like, I like Milani, Black Radiance, Wet n Wild. Like, there are a lot of companies that have great things. Milani at the drugstore, but it's just that in terms of if there was only a brand where it was like you have to, if someone brought me to Target right now and was like, you have one brand to get all the things to do a full face, I'm going straight to the L'Oreal section. I'm going to the bottom. I'm gonna get the brow pencil. I'm gonna get the kohl liner. I'm gonna get the Million Lashes mascara in the gold package. Like, they have so many different products that you could just do a full face drugstore price and no one will know that it's not even high-end makeup. Like, it'll look phenomenal. So L'Oreal is number 1 from the drugstore for me. Next brand is kind of in a weird situation. They're kind of drugstore, but they also have kind of a high-end feel that you can't really compare to the other drugstore brands, but then also you can't find them everywhere. The brand is NYX. So NYX isn't Target and they are at Ulta, but I did notice that depending on what market you are in, so in terms of like when I used to be able to travel more, Targets in different parts of the country have different products and they don't have the same amount of NYX products. Same thing with Ultas. They don't always have the full range. And then now I'm lucky enough that there is an NYX store by my where I go a lot. So I go to the store and they just have, so when you go to their store, it's mind blowing how many products they have. Because when you go to Ulta, they do have a sizable section in Ulta, but Ulta is usually out of stock. They don't have everything, and people put the wrong colors in different sections. But when you go to the NYX store, The NYX store is amazing. They have everything organized. They put everything back correctly. Even when you pick up things and you decide you don't want them, the staff takes them. That way they can make sure they put each little color back in the correct spots. I really, really like that. Best drugstore. I guess I can't even call it drugstore because it's not that much at the drugstore, but best affordable range product. So if you want to get one product for less than $25, like let's say you want a foundation and instead of spending $30 for the cheapest Sephora foundation, you want to spend $16. NYX, that can't stop, won't stop foundation and concealer is the best affordable concealer, hands down. It's better than the L'Oreal's and the Revlons and all of those foundations. It's more, it has a lighter form, it has a lighter consistency with the same amount of pigment as it's like a high-end foundation, and it just doesn't cost high-end. So I really like that about NYX. I'm in love with NYX lip glosses. Those are my favorite drugstore lip glosses. I wasn't too crazy about their brow pencils or any of their brow products, but they have great setting powders, great eyeliners, great jumbo eyeshadow pencils, great lip liners, lipsticks. I love their lipsticks too, especially their matte lipsticks. Their drugstore matte lipsticks are the closest to MAC. Like, when they first came out, that's actually what they were known for, was their lipsticks were such a close dupes to MAC. Like, there would be whole Pinterest articles of like Ruby Woo to this one, Candy Yum Yum to this one, and it would literally tell you which NYX lipstick you could get because they were so similar. I love NYX. I think people don't talk about NYX enough. I don't know what happened. She has to get back in the game, in the conversation. Maybe she just has enough people buying that it doesn't matter. But what I want for NYX is I want NYX to be the color pop, like the drugstore affordable brand everybody talks about, because NYX is better, much better quality than ColourPop, but they don't get the shine. I mean, their eyeshadows also are pretty crappy, but everything else is better, way better. All right, the top 3. I know you guys are like, what brands are in the top 3? I don't know. Well, let me tell you. Number 3, Huda Beauty. Number 3 spot, I'm pretty sure Huda Beauty doesn't make the best of the best of the best of everything, most notably the eyeshadows. But I've been noticing a lot of makeup companies are making crappy eyeshadows. Honestly, I don't even recommend a lot of them. I usually will tell people go down to a Black Radiance and a Wet n Wild before I recommend even a high-end palette. Even some of my favorites I just love, and really I feel like a brand that I'm going to mention as number 1 is the only brand that could do eyeshadow, and I don't know what everybody else is doing. MAC has great eyeshadows too, but the way you got to build the palettes and stuff is not a good price point for consumers. It's for everyday consumer wearing makeup. If you do makeup professionally, then it makes sense, but for everyday people, it's not the best solution. So I think that why I like Huda Beauty is because of all the other things. So the foundation stick, only second to Bobbi Brown. Her cream contour Tantour, that's my favorite cream product, and I have all the other girls. I got Fenty, all of them, and I have literally hit pan on the Tantour, and I keep trying to use it because I'm like, no, this has to last forever. Her lipsticks, I love. Lip liner, I love. Her mascara, I didn't get. It looked crappy. Any of those 2-in mascaras is usually not that good. That's my general rule. Any product where there's 2, except for a brush, a double-ended brush is the only exception. But when it's 2 mascaras, 2 lipsticks, 2 eyebrow pencils in one, usually one is good and one is crappy. And now you only get half the amount of product, so it's a waste of time. So I didn't try that from her. But I love that she reformulated her liquid foundation. Love that, and got rid of the fragrance and everything. She just makes great fun makeup, and it's really wearable, and I think that it has a lot of shades. She's showing you how to use it. And one thing that is interesting to me is almost all of her products, especially when it comes to like foundations and stuff, can be easily manipulated for every skin type. So there are a lot of foundations where it's like, oh, this works great. So for instance, Studio Fix Fluid by MAC is phenomenal for people with oily skin. You put it on and it mixes with the oil of your skin, and for some reason it just makes you look angelic. But if you have dry skin and you put on MAC Studio Fix Fluid and you don't prep your skin with the right skincare, you look crazy. But for some reason with Huda Beauty's foundations, it's like if you have dry skin, you can finesse it to look amazing. If you have oily skin, combination skin, acne prone skin, like everyone is able to take her products and kind of transform them and mix them for what they need. And it's funny because that's really her brand, right? Like she's Mrs. Cover My Face with highlighter and then put foundation on top. Like nobody was really even thinking of that. And she's constantly showing videos of customers, and it's like, oh, they mixed it with the rose oil that she has. They mixed it with the cream. They did this, they did that. And it's always showing people how they're manipulating her product to make it best for their use case. And a lot of brands, first of all, they wouldn't even show you that. Second of all, it's because a lot of products can't do that. No matter how you try to mix it or zhuzh it or try to change it to fit your skin type, it doesn't work. Which is why you'll hear people be like, oh, this foundation doesn't work for oily. This foundation doesn't work for dry. And makeup really shouldn't be that inflexible. The whole point of makeup is, yes, it's one product for you, but how can you make it work for the masses? And in order for a lot of people to use it, it has to have that flexibility. So I love that about Huda Beauty. Great products. She seems cool. So she's number 3. Number 2. Can you guess what it is? It's Fenty Beauty. I think that Fenty Beauty has been continuing to keep their motion. I feel like there was a lot of celebrity brands pre-Fenty Beauty that they would be cool for a little bit and then they would sell the brand, or they would leave the brand, or something would happen. And it's just that now the brand is not as popular, as cool, and the products that they release are not good anymore. That has not happened to Fenty. And it's funny because Fenty came out, 2018, 2019? And now they have so many different products. Granted, everything is not a hit. The Fenty brow pencil is horrible. That mascara, trash. But a lot of other things she came out with make up for it. The eyeshadows used to be horrible with all the extra syllables. It was that bad. But then she came out with the snap shadows. They were a lot better. Not the best, but they're better. Lip stuff, she has it hands down, just based off Fenty gloss and just based off the gloss bomb and the cream gloss bomb, she already is out this world. But the lipsticks, the sheer creamy lipsticks, those are amazing. The Heat is actually a lip plumper that doesn't make me feel like my lips need to be ripped off my face because they're burning. Thank you for making things for sensitive people. She just dropped a new foundation. And the shade range. One thing that is so frustrating, especially with the online beauty community, is a lot of people are saying that, oh, Rihanna keeps coming out with the same stuff. Fenty, this is the same foundation she came out with. Since I got my phone here anyway, so I'm gonna just show you what the foundation is, and then I'm gonna dive into this point. I know it's supposed to be the best of the best brands, and this is not makeup release video, but I just gotta show y'all this because it was making me real upset. And now this is gonna be the point where I get to say what I want to say. Oh man, I hate that. It'd be ready to show you what you want to see and then it goes off the screen. But I'm gonna find it. Okay, that's not it. Well, I found this first. I'm gonna show it to you. This is her new eyeshadow palette. So it's called Bomb Posse. And it comes out September 9th, but that's not really what I was checking for. I was checking for this. Soft Matte. It's a new foundation that she's coming out with, and it's like a liquidy one. So when she dropped this picture, and it comes in minis, not just full size, so that's cool. People were just like, oh, she keeps coming up with the same foundations over and over again. Why she keep coming out with the same products over and over again? First of all, let me tell you something. Most makeup companies do not make shade ranges that are deep or dark enough for Black women, Southeast Asian women, women with different, deeper amounts of melanin, right? So for years, all we had was fashion fairs, those kinds of companies, and then the makeup artist makeup companies. So going to MAC specifically, and you'd be able to find those shades. To this day, companies are launching new collections that don't have those shades included. So for a lot of people, the only time they can get a new foundation is when Rihanna drops it. Okay. I mean, some people are trying, shout out to Rare Beauty. There's a couple other brands, somebody who's number one, she has all the shades too. But there are very, very, very limited companies that make those full shade ranges to include everybody. So stop complaining about Fenty dropping new lines. It's not for you. It's for us. You already have a lot of options. We don't. Okay. Thanks. But yeah, Fenty's been killing it. I'm nervous to see what happens now, because especially now that she's coming out with Fenty perfume, and now that Savage Fenty, she's dropping more collections for that. I just don't want her to lose focus on the makeup, because I'm not really that impressed by that eyeshadow palette, even though it does look cute. But because I have the snap shadows, it just seems repetitive. But there's this picture that leaked of a face palette, and it looks like it has 3 little diamond bombs in it. But I'm hoping that it's going to be released, the picture, soon, and that it'll also be dropped on September 9th. But we gotta wait and see. Hopefully that's real. But number one brand, fake drum roll, goes to Pat Mcgrath. I don't know how you could have watched my channel before and not know it was Pat Mcgrath, but it's Pat Mcgrath. Pat Mcgrath makeup is the best, and it costs a lot of money. Which is probably the only drawback, but because it works so much at like a high performance level, it kind of makes sense. Like, when I think in my mind of sorry, somebody just sent a message. When I think of my mind of the different makeup high-end brands that I paid money for, well, I paid money for all of them, but you know what I mean. I'm thinking of like the Lancome, like my favorite foundations out of $40-something, and Pat is better than them. So the fact that hers is $65, it's like, you know what? Gotta pay the cost to be the boss, right? So her if you only gonna buy 2 products from her, get the concealer and the foundation, because when you put it on, even if you put it on with a bad application as a makeup beginner, your skin's going to look flawless, and it's going to look like a professional makeup artist did your makeup. Her foundation is second to none, the best in the world. I cannot vouch for it enough. Same thing with the concealer. Her eyeshadows, that's a little more controversial. $125 an eyeshadow palette is expensive, and I totally get everybody doesn't want to spend that. However, yes, it's the best. It's pigmented, one swipe. When I use, it's actually funny, we're gonna bring back Fenty. When I use Fenty Snap Shadows, I have to tap. Okay, swipe my brush, tap, tap, tap. Swipe my brush, tap, tap, tap. Swipe my brush, tap, tap, tap. Blend, 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 tap, tap, tap. Swipe my brush, and I have to go back multiple times to build up that, to make it look vibrant and vivid, and like you can see my eyeshadow from far away. Pat Mcgrath is one swipe and then you're done. And it's so vibrant on all skin tones. If you look at her ads, if you look at the hashtags, people from all walks of life, all colors, all abilities can take her shadows and make them look amazing. Also, because of she puts like a little flex in her glitters. They're the only glitter where you could do like a full garage door and it'll look like your eye still has depth and shape because of the flex in the glitter. And I just don't understand why other brands can't do that with their glitters and why they're so one-dimensional. It's almost like a Mylar effect in her glitters, where it's like the glitter is pink, but it's also a blue and green undertone, and you're going to get all of those reflections every time you look a different way with the shadow on. And it looks really pretty and beautiful. Love her lipsticks, but not that much. I know it's like, do you love them or not? They're good. It's just that they're not the best thing from Pat Mcgrath. Like, if you're gonna get something, it's gonna be the lip glosses, the eyeshadow, the concealer, the foundation, the mascara. Oh, I love Pat Mcgrath mascara. Pat, we need eyebrow pencil. Thank you. Um, I'm trying to think what else do I love from Pat McGrath. The lip kits with the glitter and the sequins that people stick on their lips, those look really beautiful. Me personally, because I have sensitive skin, I'm just a little weary of like the glue adhesive things on my skin. So even I don't even wear lash glue anymore. Like I just prefer not to glue things to my skin. But they look so beautiful. Yeah, she has phenomenal products. It's just, it is a higher price point, but it's because it's such great quality. So, I'm upset, y'all. I just realized I got a mosquito bite and I didn't leave the house today. That means she's in here. But, yeah, that's it for my top 10 brands. So I will run it back. The honorable mentions: 12, Glossier; 11, Merit Beauty; top 10, MAC; 9, ColourPop; 8, Sephora Collection; 7, Anastasia Beverly Hills; 6, 6, Revlon; 5, L'Oreal; 4, NYX; 3, Huda Beauty; 2, Fenty Beauty; 1, Pat McGrath. So thank you so much for taking the time to join me to watch this and to listen to me ramble about my favorite brands of 2020. This is the part where you jump in. Which brands are your faves? There's still time in the year. There's still things I need to try. How do you feel? Was something that you loved not on this list? Was there somebody who was forgotten? I don't think so, but maybe there's somebody I could try. I could quickly run through brands that I have not tried yet. Really. I tried Charlotte Tilbury lipstick and lip liner. That was a bust for me. Haven't tried anything from Makeup by Mario. Haven't tried anything from Rare Beauty or from One Size Beauties from Patrick Starr. Haven't tried Patrick Ta makeup or Natasha Denona. There's a lot of brands where I'm just like, because I'm still out here buying the makeup. Well, not now. I'm gonna know by September, allegedly. We're gonna see how long this lasts. It's been one day and I already feel like I want to buy something, y'all. Why am I like this? I know. Yeah, so what other brands have I not tried or done anything with? I never tried House Beauty, Lady Gaga. I never tried that. I don't think it's gonna happen though. Anybody else? I think that's it pretty much. We'll see. Maybe I will in November when it's VIB sale try some new stuff, but we'll see. If Pat drops something, then I'm just gonna buy that and that's gonna be it. So like I said, in the comments below, please let me know what your top 10 brands are for 2021. If you don't have 10, at least give me 5, 3 multiples. Don't just put like Pat was the best and nobody else was here. Like, I want to hear what you think about like all of the brands. All right. So thank you so much for watching and joining my live. I will see you next time. All right. Have a great day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. I really appreciate it. Please make sure you hit the like button if you liked this video and subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss out on any of the great beauty, skincare, hair, travel, tech videos that I make here for the channel. All right. So I'll see you next time. Bye.